In an age of brutal warfare, where vengeance ruled and mercy was rare, one man stood above the rest: Saladin, the Sultan of Egypt and Syria. His name struck fear into his enemies, yet his actions earned him their respect. This is the story of Saladin's mercy, an extraordinary trait in a time of endless conflict. Born in 1137, Salah ad-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub, known to the West simply as Saladin, rose to power during the tumultuous era of the Crusades. As the leader of the Muslim forces, he would become the greatest adversary of the Christian crusaders. But unlike many warriors of his time, Saladin fought with honor, justice, and above all, mercy. The year was 1187. Saladin's forces had triumphed at the Battle of Hattin, paving the way for the Muslim reconquest of Jerusalem. For the Crusaders, memories of the brutal First Crusade in 1099 still haunted the city, when Christian forces massacred its Muslim and Jewish inhabitants. But Saladin had a different plan. Rather than seeking revenge, he granted safe passage to Christian civilians and even allowed them to buy their freedom. Those who could not pay? He freed them anyway. Unlike the bloodshed that had marked the Crusaders' victory 88 years earlier, Jerusalem was spared a massacre. Saladin's mercy wasn't limited to civilians. Even on the battlefield, he treated his enemies with dignity. During the Third Crusade, he faced off against King Richard the Lionheart, one of England's greatest warriors. The two men fought fiercely, but developed a mutual respect. At one point, when Richard fell ill, Saladin sent him fruit, water, and even his personal physician. Who does that for their enemy in the middle of a war? Only a leader who values honor over hatred. Saladin's kindness extended even to his sworn enemies. When he captured Guy of Lusignan, the king of Jerusalem, he didn't execute him, despite the fact that Guy had been responsible for massacres of Muslims. Instead, he let him go free. Even Renaud de Chatillon, a man notorious for his cruelty, including attacks on Muslim caravans and breaking truces, was spared at first. But when Renaud refused to repent and insulted Islam, Saladin personally executed him. For Saladin, mercy had its limits, reserved for those who honored it. Even after his death in 1193, Saladin's reputation remained legendary. He was admired not just by Muslims, but by his Christian enemies as well. Richard the Lionheart himself is said to have described him as the most honorable and great prince among Saracens. Unlike many rulers who died wealthy, Saladin gave away most of his riches to the poor, leaving little behind but a legacy of justice and compassion. In a world still torn by conflict, the story of Saladin reminds us that true strength is not just about power. It's about character. Mercy, honor, and justice are what truly make a leader great. What do you think? Should modern leaders take a lesson from Saladin's book? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more historical deep dives.